highlight. Lagos State Civil Service Commission gets accolades for creating structured platform for knowledge sharing among builds professionals. Nigerian Air Force acquire fighter helicopters for enhanced combat capabilities. On the foreign scene, China commences new war games with ships, airplanes near Taiwan. And in sports, Nigerian-born bodybuilder Samson Dauda wins 2024 Mr. Olympia competition. And now the details. I am Mike James. The Lagos State Civil Service Commission has been commended for creating a structured platform for knowledge sharing across different cadres in the build sector with a view to building a dynamic and strong workforce with the capacity to drive the development agenda of the Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration. The state head of service, Olabode Aguru, stated this in his goodwill message at the opening ceremony of the year 2024 Civil Service Commission's Career Week. Aguru recalled his attendance at the 2023 edition of the Career Week, which was designed for the procurement cadre, and noted the remarkable impacts the program had on civil servants across different cadres, with far-reaching implication on the procurement process of the state's public service. Also speaking, Chairman of the Lagos State Civil Service Commission, Olubumi Fabao, highlighted the need to leverage the expertise and experience of professionals in the build sector through effective collaboration for efficient service delivery in the sector. On the spot, Chairman of Assembly Committee on Establishment, Training, Pensions and Public Service, Oladile Ajayi, reiterated the commitment of the State House of Assembly to continue to prioritize the interest of the statutory service. Lagos State government is joining the rest of the world to mark the 2024 Cybersecurity Awareness Month with a challenge to all to prioritize online safety. According to the government, cybersecurity is everyone's responsibility. Commissioner for Innovation, Science and Technology, Tuboso Alaki, said the government will celebrate the 2024 Cybersecurity Awareness Month to highlight the growing importance of cybersecurity in the daily lives of individuals and businesses. Alaki said with the theme, Secure Our World, activities for the month-long event aim to spotlight cybersecurity best practices and rally everyone to combat cyber threats as they take important steps every day to secure their world and stay safe online. The Cybersecurity Awareness Month 2024, which runs through October, is a call to action by the government for all residents and organizations to protect themselves and businesses from online dangers with simple, effective steps. Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Mudashiru Obasa, has urged members of the House to strengthen the legislative arm of government ahead of the future. Obasa gave the advice in Abeokuta, Ogun State, at the opening of a 3-day budget retreat for lawmakers and staff of the House with the theme, Optimizing the Legislature's Power of the Purse for Effective Service Delivery in Lagos State. The Speaker challenged the lawmakers to be committed in their legislative duties as they must leave lasting legacies for future, strengthen governance, responsibility and accountability. Obasa charged the lawmakers on improved and effective legislative oversight functions being one of the responsibilities of the legislature. In his opening remark, the clerk and head of service of the House, Olalikun Ofeko, described the retreat as an avenue to have insight into the state's budgets. And over to the rest of the stories. The Nigerian Air Force is set to acquire another set of fighter helicopters to boost its combat capabilities. The aircraft are ground attack jets and Tracker helicopters. Chief of Air Staff Hassan Abubakar, along with officials from the Ministry of Defense and Finance, were in Italy to finalize the acquisition of the jets. Abubakar noted that the jets have advanced features capable of both air-to-air and air-to-ground missions, which would strengthen Nigeria's air combat capabilities. He also said it will bolster combat support roles, such as combat search and rescue, tactical airlift, and medical evacuation, among others. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs says it is currently in touch with the Nigerian mission in Libya concerning the state of the Super Eagles. Minister of Foreign Affairs Yusuf Tugar said the country's senior men's football team were provided with internet access and necessary supplies this morning. Tugar lamented that Libyan authorities were yet to authorize them to travel to Beida City, where the airport is located. And also, the Super Eagles captain William Troost-Ekong condemned the treatment of the team after they were stranded for over 12 hours at Al Abak Airport in Libya. The Nigerian contingent, who were billed to land in Benghazi for the second leg of the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations qualifier against Libya, scheduled for Tuesday, was unexpectedly diverted mid-flight to Al Abrak, a small airport typically reserved for Hajj operations. And in some foreign news, China's military has started a new round of war games with ships and aircraft near Taiwan, just days after the self-ruled Democratic Island marked its National Day. Spokesman for the Chinese military's Eastern Theater Command, Li Zi, said the exercises, dubbed Joint Sword 2024B, were ongoing in areas to the north, south, and east of Taiwan Island. Zi noted that the drills focus on subjects of sea-air combat readiness patrol, blockade on key ports and areas, and will also involve an assault on maritime and ground targets. Meanwhile, Taiwan's Ministry of Defense has expressed its strong condemnation of what it termed China's irrational and provocative actions, and said it had dispatched appropriate forces to respond accordingly to protect freedom and democracy, as well as defend their sovereignty of Taiwan. And over to sports news, Nigerian-born British bodybuilder Samson Dauda has won the 2024 Mr. Olympia competition held at the Las Vegas Convention Center in Nevada, United States. Aside imagined winner of the 60th edition, Dauda got a record first prize of $600,000. Dauda came close to winning the competition in 2023, but finished third. He earned his International Fitness and Bodybuilding Federation IFBB Pro Card in 2017 after winning the overall title at the IFBB Amateur Diamond Cup Rome, marking a turning point in his bodybuilding career. That was our news at 12, but just before we go, always carry out proper and adequate checks on your vehicles before setting out. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website at www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration supplied 86,000 dual furniture sets to 775 public schools? You can always get more details on the Legacy Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Head of Service Olabode Aguru has commended the Civil Service Commission for creating a structured platform for knowledge sharing across different cadres in the build sector, with a view to building a dynamic and strong workforce with the capacity to drive the development agenda of the Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration. The Nigerian Air Force is set to acquire another set of fighter helicopters to boost its combat capabilities. We also told you that China's military has started a new round of war games with ships and aircraft near Taiwan, just days after the self-ruled Democratic Island marked its National Day. And then in sports, Nigerian-born British bodybuilder Samson Dauda has won the 2024 Mr. Olympia competition held at the Las Vegas Convention Center in the United States. And for contacts with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast. It was compiled by Sadiq Yusuf. Thank you very much, Lagos, for listening. My name is Mike James. Beautiful afternoon to you. It's now time for me to usher in the the duo of Micah Arocha and Temitope Peterside for fire service calling to have yourself a wonderful time.